live. Okay, the intro was supposed to play multiple times, but apparently it didn't decide to play multiple times, so we're here. Right?
Well, shoot.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not even like done setting up everything yet, but we are here. I know for a fact I hit loop. Watch this. When I go to the raw screen, watch the intro play again. See.
Oh shoot!
I'll tell you this. Well, it's not a budget cut podcast stream without technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Not at all. It's all.
That's how you know we back.
That's how you know. I just.
Oh shoot!
And look, I'm looking at the settings now. It's on loop. So it's supposed to loop and keep playing, and it just went through it one time and said, "F you, you're live." That's what it told me. So, but okay, we'll save some time then. But welcome back to the Budget Cut Podcast, brought to you by DopeContent.com and MT Darkness, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you follow him on Twitch. If you're not on Twitch, make sure you follow him on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to him if he's doing the YouTube. Even if he's not, subscribe to him on the YouTube anyway.
Yeet.
Right. So yeah, man. Once again, I am Dope Content. We are here. DopeContent.com, YouTube, everything. We're live on YouTube and Twitch right now. Yeah. Which I wasn't even done setting up because I was actually trying to go live on Twitter as well. But again, the intro just like, forget it. You're live. So hey, it is what it is on that. But since we're here, how's your day going?
Day's going good. Weekend has been very good, very successful, very relaxing. So that last one, I needed that more than anything. So very chill. How about yours? Has yours been the same? I hope so.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's short. I mean, I got my boys here, so that's another thing right there, because they keep you busy, and my oldest, man, you know, he's 12 now, and he's just like eating up everything. He's playing football. His appetite is just crazy. It's like, bruh, I fed him breakfast, and then I fed him breakfast again, and then I fed him. He had snacks in between, and then he had lunch, and then he was still like, "Dad, can I have something to eat?" I'm like, bruh, sit down. Like, don't ask for nothing else. You've been eating all day. Like, stop. Like, you
My boss is going through the same thing because his younger son, just started playing football too. He told me the same thing's happening with him too.
Bro, like it's ridiculous. I mean, as long as he keep doing good on football, I guess I'll let him eat.
You'll feed him? Yeah.
I'll feed him. Hold on, I'm getting YouTube together now. Make sure we on the right thing and we're live on YouTube. YouTube is the most difficult one because there's so much stuff that you have to, so many different categories that you have to go through just to make sure it's showing correctly on YouTube. So we're YouTube, like you have to go search for the category, make sure you put on category. You got to do your hashtags on another part. You gotta, it's a lot. It's a lot on YouTube. So
sounds like a lot. It sounds like too much.
Yeah, the thumbnail you got to put up. You know, so you can kind of draw attention. So you got to make sure all that's, and you can't do it until after you're live when you're streaming on both platforms. So that's what I'm over here doing now. But I think we're good to go. So shout out to everybody that's coming in and the ones that get the table. Shout out to Get the Tables for the retweet. So I know he should be popping in pretty soon. But yeah, the latest in wrestling. And this is going to be a little special this is gonna be a little special show because thank you for the likes on YouTube as well. I'm just now saying that. Thank you, appreciate the likes. Yeah. Because we're gonna go through the week of wrestling like we always do, and then we're gonna throw something. I'm gonna throw something at you. We're gonna play something. I don't even know what to call it. Let's just say I don't want to use somebody else's name. Somebody else used this called Stock Up, Stock Down. But we're gonna judge the wrestlers who left their companies and switched companies, and if they improved or if they went down since switching companies. Adam on YouTube, appreciate you joining.
Yeah, I like that.
Liz, appreciate you joining. Yeah. So we ain't gonna waste no time. You know, we want to keep these short and sweet. Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Then my music stopped when I switched to Monday Night Raw. I tell you, this is we in here today, boy. I tell you, we are doing good. But Monday Night Raw, man, anything stood out to you this week or the past 2-3 weeks that you might want to talk about?
The stuff with Sammy and Gunther, I think, has been good. I did not expect Bret Hart coming back. That was actually really nice and surprising.
I don't think he expected to come back the way he was looking.
Back in Calgary. So that stuff has been good. With Odyssey Jones out now, I have no idea what's happening with the New Day. I'm still interested in this whole angle that they got going on, and Xavier being pissed that they lost their tag team opportunity or titles opportunity. So I'm interested to see where that's going. But it's just been kind of weird because like I just don't understand. You know, what's the end goal? Where are we going from here? It was kind of thrown at me and like right in my face with Odyssey Jones, and I was really loving that story. But allegedly, you know, stuff happened to him. Allegedly. So and yeah, now I have no idea what this is doing, where this is going, what's going on, or whatever.
Allegedly.
A few weeks into the Wyatt Six, I want them to do something else. They've been beaten down. What do they call themselves? American made.
American made, yeah. Some American, yeah.
Yeah, something American.
Yeah.
They've been beating the Americans down for weeks, and you know that's fine. But I like Chad Gable. I like the Creed brothers,
right?
And I want to see them succeed, and especially the Creed brothers. Like, I really want to see them like elevated in the tag division because they could really help that out. And they've just been getting their asses whooped by the Wyatt Six nonstop. So I kind of wish that would end, so that something else can happen for somebody else.
Right.
The Jey Uso Braun Breaker program has been pretty good so far. Really good promo that the both of them had. And Braun Breaker just annihilating Jey Uso at the end of Raw was insane. I thought that was great. I loved that. Trying to think of anything else.
Who you think should win that match between them and Bad? Well, it's not even at Bad Blood. So thoughts on that? That match is not at Bad Blood. It's on Raw tomorrow. What are your thoughts on that?
I would like that for Beyond the pay-per-view. That seems like a pay-per-view quality match. So I don't know why it's not. That's kind of when I saw that pop up on Raw, I was kind of shocked that it wasn't going to be there. So I guess good promotion for it's the Go Home show next week, right? I think.
Yeah, tomorrow is a Go Home. Yep.
Yeah, the Go Home show. Oh, shout out!
No, because it's in October, the first weekend of October, right? So we got another weekend in September before, so it's 2 more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, shout outs to Triple H for making the theme for Bad Blood GTA. I love We Don't Trust You. So that song, I heard that and I was like, hell yeah. And then I heard it again and again. I was like, are you really doing this?
Right.
So yeah, that was dope. And the CM Punk Hell in a Cell thing with Drew McIntyre, I'm ready for that to be done and over with too. Because I don't know, the strap match was just okay. Their first match, I like their first match better than the strap match, honestly. And yeah, I just kind of need this feud to be over, and I need both men to move on to whatever it is. So,
I think this is the last match. I think they're going to be done at Hell in a Cell between them.
I hope so. I hope so.
Because yeah, they both got 1 victory each.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be the rubber match, and then they decide who, you know. That'll be the one who decided. And I guess CM Punk most likely is going to win it. Early prediction right there on my end. And then he'll probably go after Gunther next for for the title, or maybe Seth Rollins come back, but Seth Rollins got to deal with Bronson Reed when he comes back. Cause I haven't forgotten that Bronson Reed is the one that took Seth out, so we'll see what they do with that.
Why isn't with there's 2 weeks, I guess they can add it, but if I would add a last man standing match with Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman to Bad Blood. At this point,
they might.
They've already destroyed the ring, part of the buildings that they've been in. I'm just saying, this can't be a wrestling match.
Probably the most hilarious segment that I've seen in a while. Those two big guys just going back and forth all over the arena.
Crazy.
Bronson
The
Reed,
crowd was escalating. So they would do one, first the ring broke.
Yeah.
Then they broke the barricade.
From jump,
then they
broke the ring.
Something else. Huh?
I said from jump, he broke the ring.
Yeah.
Broke. What? I looked down, then I heard, on the TV. I'm like, what happened? Looked up, and the whole turnbuckle was down. So I'm like, what happened?
Then he threw a fan at
right. While he was on his phone.
At Braun. Yeah, the escalation of that was amazing. By the time they went through that fucking wall, the crowd was just going nuts.
Real Elite 97, man. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, it's been a minute, man. We, life has been lifing. We've been busy, dude. So, trying to get back in the stream and, trying to get back consistent with it. So, hopefully you'll see us more. But thank you for joining, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
CM Punk promised to make Drew McIntyre bleed. So, most likely we're going to see blood in this match because a babyface can't make that type of promise and not deliver. So, it's like they're trying to build it up to have it seem like it's going to match Hangman and Swerve, but we all know that's not going to happen with that physicality that they went through in that cage match, which was crazy. And we're going to talk about that once we get to AEW as well. You know what? Something is running on my end. That's what it is. Okay. All right. Am I still live? We're good. You see me, Dart?
I see you.
Perfect.
Moving right.
So I did have something that was running, and I was trying to figure out why my CPU. Okay. And that was major too. So cool. Okay, bet. But Gunther is refusing to face Sami Zayn. How do you think this plays out? I think it's kind of simple, but how do you think it play out?
I think Gunther's definitely going to retain. I think that's the only way for it to go get his win back against Sami. But yeah,
when is he gonna fight him though? How is Sami gonna convince him to fight him?
Oh, he already did.
Did he?
Last week when what's his name? Bret Hart called him a coward, and so he said that he would fight him.
Yeah, but it just says right here this past week, which I remembered as well, when they jumped Sami Zayn, he told him no again.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he told him no again.
Well, shoot. I don't know how he's getting this match then.
Yeah, so Sami is still chasing that match. Real Elite, we're on another streaming software because OBS has been tripping since the update. So we're on Streamlabs right now. So the sounds are not working through that. Not yet get the tables. Well, it did decide to play the intro one time, even though I had it on loop. But outside of that, nothing major. We started as soon as I hit live, so it's been pretty good. Hassan Terrell on YouTube, appreciate you joining. Get the tables, appreciate you joining. Yeah. Real Elite as well. Make sure y'all follow Get the Tables if you're not following him already. Dope streamer, wrestling community. He joins me on Thursdays now for sports podcasts and all that as well. So make sure y'all join him. But yeah, Gunther still refused to face Sami Zayn. Jey Uso had probably his best promo against Braun Breaker. And who do you want to win on that? Who do you think should win that match?
Braun or Jey?
Yeah.
I would say let Braun keep going with it. Get a good victory over him. Just because, what's his name? Jay's had a lot of titles already. Not a lot of singles titles, but he's had a lot of runs with championships in the WWE. And he's a little bit later on his main roster career than a lot of it. Later in his main roster career than Braun. So let him have this one.
But with Rikishi doing his talking and the fans doing their talking, if Jey loses another solo title match, does he ever get a solo title? And when do the fans decide to say, he's in another match, he's not going to win?
I don't think that'll ever happen with Jay, honestly. Like, this guy is just too popular. People love him too much.
I don't know, man. I think at some point the fans,
think that it's gonna happen.
I think
you think that,
I don't think they go turn on him, but I think at some point when they see him in a title match, they're just gonna say whatever. Like, you know, they'll cheer for him, but they're just gonna go in. Oh, he ain't gonna win. Almost like Kofi now, you know. Kofi and New Day, they get a title match. You know they was gonna lose, and that was kind of random as hell. Like, they just, what did they do to get a tag title match? The New Day. What did they do? They didn't do nothing. They've been beefing with each other and throwing jabs backstage with each other. And by the way, Xavier Woods is the face in this. I don't care what y'all say. I know y'all love Kofi. I love Kofi too. But
Kofi has some questionable friends. So
right, because Kofi, why would you? Anyway, I ain't gonna go there. But I just know push play phone was blowing up when that when the Odyssey News went crazy. Everybody hitting up Push. Push, what you doing, man? So y'all leave Push alone, man. He can't play that character no more. All right. Let me see. Lizard said Braun should win. They do need to stop putting Jay in these situations. Facts. Real Elite. I want to see Breaker get an awesome title run. So he's been enjoying the hell out of it. So okay, Real Elite. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you. Yeah. I don't know why the alerts didn't play, because I actually did put a Twitch alert for this on here, but whatever. I guess they don't want to play today. And thank you. How you doing? Make sure you follow MT Darkness as well. Make sure you follow Get the Tables as well. MT Darkness is my co-host, and this guy's been killing it as well. He's been rocking with me for years. So yeah, make sure you follow him. And he does a great job, especially when it comes to Japanese wrestling and indie wrestling. But Judgment Day beat up Damon Priest and Rhea Ripley. So that most likely means Rhea and Priest are going to get the win at the pay-per-view, right? Rhea take a title back from Liv, and Priest gets his victory over Finn.
I don't think he will. I don't think she will. They've been losing too much to the Judgment Day.
But so what's next for that title then? Because it's only been 2 people for like the last 8 months. Like somebody else got to get an opportunity at some point.
Yeah, no, they got to start moving it. But like, I don't know. They're having the same problem on Raw that they had with the SmackDown Women's Championship on for a long time. Yeah, like it's only centered around 2 people, and the 2 people that they have it centered around are really hot. But like, they need to start hyping up other people and stuff like that. Maybe get Io in the picture. I know Bianca's doing her tag team title thing, and that's gonna lead with Jade. But like, they got to start building other people for this title.
Have we heard any news on Brock? I don't know why y'all keep calling for Brock Lesnar. He's not coming back no time soon. That man
Especially
got
after that
his
Netflix
money.
documentary comes out. Sure.
Right. That man got his money. He's on his farm with Sable. And yeah, he doing his thing. Have I looked at your chat? Yeah, I saw it. Seth Rollins, we talked about that earlier. Seth Rollins got kicked out of the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. So but yeah, I don't think Brock Lesnar coming back anytime soon. As far as Monday Night Raw overall, it's been solid. Oh, big news. They're going back to 2 hours and everybody's complaining.
The best time period in NXT's whole history was when they were a 2-hour show. So Raw's about to be fucking crazy. Raw is going to be so good.
You mean when NXT was 1 hour?
Oh man, yeah, no, that's what.
Because they 2 hours now.
2 hours now, shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, put Raw on 1 hour. Do that.
Oh no, now you're going too far, Dark. They gotta be 2 hours at least. So I'm happy with them going back 2 hours, and I get online and the internet is just
hating.
Yeah, crying and complaining, and I'm like, bro, y'all asked for this for years. And I think I understand, right? Raw is way better than what it was, years ago. So I get it that, hey, I like watching Raw now. I don't mind the 3 hours because it's good. But y'all asked for this, and besides, they're leaving USA. USA got to get their fall schedule set up. They don't care about Raw being 3 hours no more. That show is leaving. So what they did was make SmackDown 3 hours, and I was like,
Did they really?
Yes. So SmackDown will be 3 hours starting in January. So we still got 3 hours. It's just on SmackDown now. So
That's not it. That's not better. That's not better.
And it's like, well, so now that's the death of Rampage.
I'm not talking to Triple H. I'm talking to Paul Levesque, bro. Cut that shit out.
Yeah,
Cut
bro.
that out.
I mean, I'd rather it be a Friday though, because I ain't got to get up on Saturdays versus a Monday.
That's true.
So
I still have to, but
yeah, if you're gonna do it, I'd rather you do it Friday versus Monday, right? So, SmackDown is 3 hours in January. Raw will be 2 hours, I believe, sometime in October. I can't remember exactly what day it was, but they're switching. And then when they go to Netflix, they're gonna just do whatever they want because there's no time restriction on Netflix, which is a great thing. So,
I don't know really about that. Like Raw's more of a syndicated. It's been a longer running show than SmackDown has, so I think it's just easier for them when they're doing those types of deals to shop that show rather than SmackDown.
Well, I'll just say we'll see what happens. Raw has been their ace, but it seems like over the last 2-3 years they're making SmackDown the ace show.
They're doing good. They're doing good.
Yeah,
and it's getting better now. It's funny how one person coming back can completely shift the tone of a show.
Hey man, the greatest of all time. You let John Cena tell it, and hey,
oh Lord,
he's the greatest of all time.
I don't know about that. I don't know about all of that.
I have. Hey, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. Roman is my guy. He's been my guy since the Shield days. So, but greatest of all time. It depends on how he look at it. John is looking at it from a money standpoint, right? And in that case, yeah. But at the same time, everything is expensive. So it's kind of this. Liz, SmackDown is 3 hours now, and he says as long as we see people who haven't been booked, I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, I mean that should help. Maybe we see, when is the draft? Is there a draft coming? Because it's normally they gotta do something right to get more people on SmackDown for that third hour, huh?
Probably. Oh man, probably next year. That's gonna be interesting. They're probably just gonna do another shakeup.
Right, it ain't like it matters anyway. Randy Orton just say, "Hey, I want to go to Raw and fight Gunther." Okay, like cool. But shout out to Raw, Monday Night Raw. I ain't got nothing else on it. You got anything else that you want to cover on Raw?
Nah, I'm good.
Judgment Day not defending their titles in 71 days is just crap. Their tag titles, so I don't like that. They're trying to do something with the tag team division with the women, but it's with the injury to Katana Chance, so Kaden Carter and Katana is gone. It's really only 3 teams that we see. So like, I don't know. You get. Anyway, I'll say that for later if we have time. Let's get to NXT, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even trying to rant here. I'm gonna just say the time, man. CM Punk announced that he'll be the guest special referee for Trick Williams and Ethan Page title match.
Give me 1 second, Dope. I'll be right back.
Okay. Laura Valkyria comes back and helps Tatum Paxley. CM Punk gets in between Roxanne Perez and Julia. Ethan Page did slam Trick through the table. I'm just kind of going through a quick rundown before we start talking about what we like and dislike about NXT. We haven't really seen too many TNA people like in big stories. We seen what's his name? What's his name? Hammerstein. What's his name? Is it Hammerstein? We've seen him come and lose to Obafemi, and then the Don. Basically, he's scared of Oba, and he's like, "I'm just using you. You need to go whoop him because I'm too scared to do it." So, and Hammerstein was like, "No, I already fought him and I lost. Now you go do your own thing, right? You paid me, I fought him, I lost. Now you do your own thing." So, Jordan Grace, she did an open challenge, but you know, outside of that, we really haven't been seeing too much of TNA. Oh, we do have the MSK brother, Nash Carter. That's not his name no more. Zachary Wentz. Him and Wesley, you know, they hate each other now. They doing the old school Shawn Michaels Triple H type thing where they used to be brothers. Now they hate each other and they just fighting. So that's what they doing. They got a street fight coming up. Overall, NXT is a fun show. I like that they brought big names, famous names like Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. I think that was dope to get them involved into the smaller show. They bringing in CM Punk. New, what's good, man? Appreciate you joining. So, I don't know where Dark went. He went to the restroom or something. I don't know. But, you know, you bringing in stars and you're trying to get people prepared for that CW. You're trying to get people prepared for that CW release, which is going to be, I think it's going to be fire. I think them on CW is going to be fire. Now, I don't know how, if anybody in the chat know if they're going to continue to try to do arenas. Real Elite said MSK is one of my favorite teams in NXT. I was so unhappy when they broke. Yeah, I think they got everybody. That's why they did it too. They wanted to get a huge reaction out of the crowd, and I think it worked because when Wesley turned on him, I was like, like I even tweeted Shawn Michaels like, Shawn, don't do this one. So yeah, MSK breaking up was difficult. So you know, but I understood why they did it. Yeah, man. You know what, Real Elite? I'm mad about finding that out. I don't want to know when somebody signs with a different company. Like, let it be a surprise. I hate when I get open Twitter and the first thing I see is such and such signed with WWE or such and such signed with AEW. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Like, let these people, let them do. I don't know who's telling what to these dirt sheet writers, but please stop doing it. Like, I wanted to see the Lucha Bros just surprise the hell out of me with an entrance. I don't want to know that they signed because when they come out, I'll be like, yeah, whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be dope to see them, but I'm not going to be shocked because I already know they signed. So, Lizard said, I found it dumb how he had to show footage when West admitted that he attacked Trade. Facts. But NXT bringing in like bigger stars, NBA stars, the Pacers, CM Punk. Getting you ready for that CW move. Julia probably. Now let me ask you this: do you think they run with Julia going forward, or
I would? This is what Roxanne's second reign.
Yeah. Do you call Roxanne up after this?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Raw, SmackDown. For it. Oh,
SmackDown. They need people. 3 hours. They need people.
Yeah, that is true. And the women's division is kind of stagnant right now because you're seeing the same 3 or 4 women, which we're going to get into SmackDown in a minute. Punk on NXT was awesome, and his interaction with Roxanne Perez is all right, but Roxanne on the mic feels a little forced. Roxanne actually killed it this week. Normally I would agree with you on that statement, but Roxanne killed it this week, man. Hold on, let me see. That's a long comment. Let me read this. You're going to catch a midget wrestling show next month? Okay. I don't know if I should say that word. Hold on. I'm sorry. Twitter, YouTube, that's a word I can't say.
He said dwarfs.
Yeah. I don't know if you can say that no more. Is there a general reason or is it a personal opinion as to why midget wrestling gets so much hate? I mean, people don't like anything that's not normal. That's not considered normal. Let me say that. Like, people think everything, it's not my America, it's not my wrestling, it's not my yada yada. They hate it. They don't like new stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right, Lizzie. All you see online is people signing here, signing that, signing that. So, you know, we'll see. Noob said put Roxanne Perez on Raw. They need a big name on Raw. Adam asked if they're going to call her Roxanne after the match. That's what we're talking about right now. Let's see if they're going to call her up if she loses. I mean, she's doing such a great job right now in NXT, and like they trust her right now. more than probably anybody. So you have a chance to either start the CW with Roxanne and then you have Julia beat her, or what's the other chick that just came that just signed? What's her name? I can't remember her name. She just had a match with Mercedes and she killed it at Forbidden Door.
Oh, Steph Falker.
Yeah. So maybe they bring her in. I don't know, but like they have 3 options as far as moving forward with the CW and the women's division, the face of the women's division there. So it's gonna be crazy. See what they do, but I think Roxanne is gonna lose and they go with Julia. My question is, they're doing 2 arena shows. Are they gonna keep trying to do arena shows and for CW, or are they gonna go back to the?
That's what I heard. I heard they were going on the road for these.
Really?
I thought that's what that meant when I heard that. I thought that they were just permanently all going to be on the road.
How you think the crowd, the attendance, and all that is going to be?
Really good.
I would love to see
right
it.
now. They would be good. They have NXT's roster is insane right now. Plus, they always are bringing out these surprises from TNA. So, oh man, that'd be good.
Does Jordan Grace, once they do go on the road, if they are going on the road, does Jordan Grace officially sign, and does what's his name? Say his name, Joe Hendry. Does he officially signs with NXT?
That would be good for them. It would be terrible for TNA, but I don't know. I feel like they're not gonna re-sign this when their contracts come up. I feel like this is one of the things I was talking about before with this deal. It's nice for the short term, but in the long term, when NXT starts asking for these people, they're probably going to take them, and these people are going to see more money, so they're not going to say no. So,
I mean, like at this point, there's nothing else you can really do for Jordan Grace. Jordan has done everything in TNA. Now, Joe, it's still some things Joe can do, but Jordan Grace has done everything. But at the same time, TNA is at an all-time high as well with their attendance and all that stuff in their shows. So, not an all-time high, but actually, yes, they are at an all-time high. So, TNA is doing some things, and it's because of the work relationship with NXT. So, I don't know. We'll see. Some people are just lifers, man. Some people are just lifers, but I think Jordan Grace is gone as well. Get the table set it as well. Eddie, what's good, man? Appreciate you joining. Adam said you can protect Julia in a DQ finish. I don't think nobody wants to see a DQ in a championship match to start your first show on the CW in front of a packed arena. And in Chicago too. Nah, do not do that.
Somebody's losing. So either one or both of those titles are going to be changing hands that night.
Yeah. I think both, actually. I think both. Trick Williams and that crowd, they got to do it for the CW. So
Chicago, hell yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. That's NXT. You got anything on NXT that you want to go on?
I didn't watch too much of NXT this week. I saw the CM Punk stuff, and I thought the contract signing went well. I thought that was dope. And the stuff between Julia and Roxanne was pretty cool. I liked how when Roxanne was going to go and hit Julia with the title, which might be foreshadowing, CM Punk stopped her. I thought that was pretty dope. And then Julia just started making fun of her.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Yeah, other than that, I just don't have anything else to add. I think it was like just a really good show. NXT's hot right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Raw's probably still my favorite of the 3 brands right now, but NXT is inching.
Really? Raw is your favorite?
Of the 3 brands, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I got to think about that. Let me give you my answer at the end of the show, because I got to think about that with who's my favorite between those. Adam says if Roxanne leaves, who becomes a heel? I don't see a good heel outside. There's plenty of heels in NXT.
Oh, shoot.
It's plenty of them.
Dunk, high score. How you guys doing?
Yeah. It's plenty of heels. They got plenty of wrestlers in
Don,
NXT.
what's up?
So let's keep it moving. Let's get to AEW, ladies and gentlemen. Dynamite in the building. I really don't have much on Dynamite per se. it's just I have some questions, and I want your thoughts on the booking of just the booking of everybody from All In to now. Like, what are your thoughts on how fast everything is moving, and you got back-to-back major shows? So what's your thought on that?
Well, they've always been doing that with All In and All Out, and I've always thought that was crazy. At least this week this year wasn't as bad. They at least had a 2-week gap.
2 weeks, yeah.
Last year was just a week. Like All Out or All In finished, and then they just went straight to All Out. I was like, good Lord have mercy.
Crazy.
And I think All In last year kind of suffered a little bit from that because there was a lot of just setup matches in a pay-per-vieiew, in your biggest pay-per-view of the year. And that shouldn't have happened. So booking in concerning the people involved, Ospreay's kind of going into a good place, and the stuff with MJF was pretty solid. Did you see any of All Out?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I saw the last 3 matches, I believe.
So I saw what I see. I saw Garcia and MJF. I saw
I saw that one too. I saw
Ospreay.
Yep.
And then I saw the main event. I saw the Lights Out match. I still want to watch the match with Nightingale and
I saw that one too. So actually, there's 4 matches I saw.
Yeah,
so that
Starlander, because I heard that was the best match on the show.
That cooked.
So I really want to watch that one. But yeah, the stuff that they're doing with a Blackpool Combat Club coming out of All In actually has been a lot more interesting in my eyes. So I like that a lot. The stuff with Christian Cage, I'm still not happy that he won the Money in the Bank or whatever it was.
They not doing nothing with it anyway. So
Mariah May's been doing very good, and Toni Storm's not on TV because she's going to be going to Stardom to fight Mayu Iwatani.
Okay.
Everything with Hook, I'm just completely disinterested in, and Chris Jericho. That match was a bathroom break for me at All In anyway. So,
for most people, yep.
Yeah. The Elite seem fine, but the Acclaimed, I don't think I've seen them since they lost at All In.
You haven't seen Britt Baker either.
Well, yeah.
What?
Britt's going through some stuff right now. So.
I'm about to say, is she in the doghouse? What's going on with her?
Danielson, I like this angle that they're doing with the title, where it's like the Ric Flair run, where it's like if he loses one match, he's gone. So I really like that a lot. I kind of think that's like missing. People don't really use that stipulation a lot because not everybody's trying to retire and in wrestling. And so I think this is really, really dope. Who do you see Bryan losing the title to?
Moxley.
Think Moxley?
Yeah.
Think Moxley's going to be willing to retire him? Okay.
Yes.
I think it's either Moxley or Hangman. I think it's either one of the two.
I mean, Hangman will be a good choice, but the way the story is looking to set up right now, Moxley just put a plastic bag over this man's head. So he's probably going to be the one. And then he had the whole BCC turn on him, which I'm glad they did that because I was confused as hell of what was going on with Moxley. Because I'm like, before that turn it All Out, I was like, okay, what are we doing? Is he trying to do a whole nother NWO type thing? You come in and say the company is no longer yours, or like what? Like Marina Shafir is coming out of nowhere. So you ain't even mentioned the BCC since you've been back. So I'm like, yo, are you still a part of them? Like, what's going on? So when they turned, I was like, okay, all right, now it's starting to kind of make sense. But I still don't understand why they turned on Bryan. I know they kind of talked about it Wednesday. Pac cut a promo and all that, and I'm glad he cut his promo too, because I was still trying to figure out how all of a sudden Pac was with them, you know.
Yeah. Because
I'm like, I remember that triangle and the BCC going at it, and now all of a sudden you're trios champion with the BCC. So it was just a lot going on that was kind of, you know, confusing me. And with AEW having all these shows back to back to back, they're just going through storylines. Like, it's hard to keep up with everything that's going on. And one of the big issues that everybody was complaining about was the fact that Nigel McGuinness was able just to come out and call Bryan out and get a title match at Grand Slam. Basically, Tony Khan signed a contract for him to get a title match, but they was telling Darby that Bryan, he can't fight him at Grand Slam because Bryan is injured after almost dying in the ring. So my thing, go ahead.
I was gonna say that wasn't consistent at all. I agree. I didn't have any. The only reason I don't have a problem with it is because Nigel's coming back and he's gonna be having a match against Bryan Danielson. I think that if this was anybody else, then I would have an even bigger issue with this. But since we're getting that match, and we're still getting Moxley and Darby, I'm fine. I'm putting my criticism regarding that to the side. But it is a glaring issue that they just kind of never really got to. So it was very, very glaring.
Yeah, it was. It's like, yo, you just told Darby that he couldn't, that Mox couldn't. I'm sorry, that Bryan couldn't wrestle him for the title, and all of a sudden, I have a contract signed by Tony Khan. Bryan Danielson, you come out and fight me at Grand Slam. And Tony Khan, yeah, if he could get there, but they had already put the graphic up while he was still in the ring. They had already put the graphic. They made the graphic. They put it up, so you know it's gonna happen. They're trying to pop a rating and get some extra tickets sold for Grand Slam because sadly they're not doing a great job selling tickets this year for Grand Slam. Like, ticket sales haven't even reached 5,500 yet.
They have a really big card too,
which is crazy. Which is crazy.
They got the Bucks versus Fletcher and Ospreay, Danielson versus Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah,
or what the Blackpool the stuff with what do you think about the stuff with Wheeler Yuta?
I don't know yet. Like, I'm just kind of waiting.
I like it. Like, I'm all in. I like how, like, every time he's in a match now, one thing will just kick him off and he'll just start killing people. Yeah.
I don't know yet. That's one of the ones I got to see, because a lot of stuff that they have him doing is on Collision, and again, I don't watch Collision, so I don't get to see. I just get like the highlights of it. I don't really get to see the details of what's going on with him. So yeah, man. And then you got I like the fact that Jeff Jarrett is trying his best to fight with Hangman, but Hangman is just throwing his man around like, hey, bro, you used to be the guy, but you old now. Like, get your old ass off me, right? So I kind of like the fact that Hangman is just kind of throwing Jeff Jarrett around, and Jeff is still coming out trying to fight with all his heart. But Jeff, poor Jeff, you just can't keep up with Hangman, it seems like, at this point. Hangman is just going after everybody. Like, hey, man, you took up for Swerve. You said this, Tony Schiavone. You said this, whoever. It's like, this man came to my house, stalked my wife. He was standing over my baby's crib, stalked my pregnant wife the week before I burnt his house up. Like, hey, man, is really the baby face here. Like, he's the baby face. Dro, what's good on YouTube? He said, I hope Danielson beat Nigel. He will. Come on, like, we know that's gonna happen. Danielson, Bryan probably won't lose until what's the Wrestle Dream, because that's in Seattle. That could possibly be his retirement right there, because it's in his hometown. So and if he holds it past Seattle, then that's another conversation we'll have then. But Hangman is the face. Ricochet was told to win matches. He won 2 matches, and all of a sudden he got a title shot for Will Ospreay, who's now fighting for the tag titles, with Kyle Fletcher. And I'm just kind of disappointed that he's still dealing with the Don Callis family altogether. Hopefully that ends soon. I'm just kind of tired of that whole. I feel like when Mark Davis, I think that's his name, when he comes back from injury and joins Kyle Fletcher again, I think they're gonna reform the United Empire, because they were kind of hinting towards something like that at the end of the show. Yeah. So, and Kyle Fletcher has been like not very consistent with the family. Like, he'll be a part of them, but then, like, if Will's ever in any trouble, he immediately leaves Don and is right at ringside to help Will. So I feel like that's gonna happen, but I think they're just waiting on Mark Davis to come back. We'll see. Daniel Garcia gets his.
But that Ricochet match was really, really good.
You talking about this past Wednesday?
One against Yeah. That was good in the trios match at the end. Both of those were really, really strong matches.
Yeah, it was. Hold on, you kind of froze up a little bit. Say something.
Oh, hello. Yo.
I can hear you. You just kind of freezing up a little bit. I don't know what's going on. Well, okay. I think we're good. So, it's just a lot of hot shot booking because they got all these shows back to back. Like the best booking they've done ever, in my opinion, was the whole build between Swerve and Hangman, because they went at each other. They went on to do their own thing, but they kept each other like the whole time they was doing their own thing. Hangman was possessed to get back at Swerve. So everything Hangman was doing was to get at Swerve, while Swerve was trying to move on and just be the champ. Hangman was still coming after him. He didn't forget. So the fact that he finally cost him that title at All In, got his match at All Out. All Out was that show to basically say, we're not doing things the WWE way. Like, people keep asking them to, maybe you should try this and do this. They like, no, we're hardcore, we're old school, we're more of a ECW type. And All Out was the show to like kind of put their stamp on, like, this is what we do. So, definitely
hardcore for shit.
Yeah. So so that's, if you're not into if you don't want to alternate like you've been claiming that you want, everybody, we need an alternate outside WWE. AEW gives you that alternate product, and you're like, oh no, we don't like that. You need to be more like WWE. No, that's not how it works. So
then go watch WWE.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just
that's why there's options now.
It's just but that's how it is, man. But AEW overall, I don't like the hot shot booking. Tony Khan is so stuck in his ways. I wasted 40 minutes, bro, because he did an interview with Dave LaGreca that's on YouTube. And Dave have issues apparently with the hot shot booking as well. And every time he tried to get a question out, Tony Khan would just ramble. Like, Tony Khan don't let you ask questions in interviews. He would just, we got the greatest wrestler of all time. This such and such is the greatest wrestler.
I was gonna say, so what do you think about the hot shot booking? He's like, oh well, we have a lot of wrestlers on our roster.
Yep.
We have Adam Cole, we have Britt Baker.
Yep.
We have Will Ospreay.
Yep.
And all of them are just really talented. We've come across all the places of the world, and that's why they're wrestling this Wednesday night in Baltimore.
Yep.
On Dynamite and in Collision. Yeah, it turns into a promo every time. He never answers the question directly. No.
And it was a 40-minute promo, and I was like, why did I watch this whole shit? I was so mad at the end of it.
Oh,
you can kind of see Dave like, okay, well, all right, Tony, bye.
I've stopped. Anytime I see Tony Khan doing an interview or something, I just don't even watch it because I already know what's about to happen. None of the questions that I want answered are going to be answered. It's just going to turn into a promotion for Dynamite.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, he just kept saying, Bryan Danielson is the greatest this of all time. Jon Moxley's doing the greatest work of all time. We have the greatest women's roster of all time. Like, he just kept going, and he's like, bro, that has nothing to do with the questions. Like,
keywords. That's what he does.
Just, man. But get the table. Say, I wish they just went hot shot so much. Yeah,
Oh, I bet Ospreay's feeling the same way. Recently, he said in an interview that what is it called? He was surprised that they did the Bryan Danielson match, like his second match or something. Yeah. So but it was understandable because he's like retiring and stuff like that. But can you imagine if they had that match when he was the champion?
Yeah.
Like, Will Ospreay would have been like a legitimate threat to Bryan's career at that point.
And then you got Nigel McGuinness. They got a big history. Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
No, I can.
Okay. Then you got the Nigel McGuinness thing. I don't know what's going on, but let's get through this show. The Nigel McGuinness thing. They hot shotting, and they got a story to tell. Like, you can't tell that story in 2 promo videos, right? you can't tell that story of their ROH history in 2 weeks. You just can't, especially when Brian is not even there to respond to Nigel. Like, you can't tell that story. You have to build it up, because that was 15 years ago. A lot of people don't remember that. A lot of people probably either didn't watch Ring of Honor back in the day, or they were too young to remember what was going on, or they just don't know. Like, people look at Nigel McGuinness as a commentator. So like, why is this commentator going after Bryan Danielson? And why is it such a big deal that you have to do it at Grand Slam? So it's just, it's crazy. Rob, what's good, man? Appreciate you joining.
Yeah.
Why not have Nigel and BD at Wrestle Dream? If it's a dream match, they gotta pop a rating and pop a ticket sale for Grand Slam, which is not going to happen, because a lot of, like, again, that was 15 years ago. Without telling that story, you got the diehards, right? The AEW got their diehards. That's the 50,000. I mean, that's the 5,000 that's already bought tickets. It's the other people you got to bring in. Like,
they had a pretty solid promo or video package on AEW this week, trying to explain it, but
it didn't move the needle at all.
They only had 2 weeks. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It really didn't move the needle. I just looked at it. Okay, they're gonna have a good match. Nigel's gonna lose. That's what I said. And that's.
You think Nigel turns into a full-time wrestler after this?
No.
You don't think so?
That's another reason why I'm not really like feeling it, because I know they're doing it just for this match. So
I feel like Nigel's gonna keep wrestling after this. I feel like he's gonna do something else.
I would hope so.
He said in an interview that he isn't ruling out a full-time wrestling return. So I don't know if full-time would be something that he would be doing, but I can definitely see him being like, this is a terrible example, but after I say it, you'll know what I mean. Brock Lesnar of AEW, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wrestling once in a while. So,
right.
Without all of the bad habits that Brock Lesnar had.
Adam said, are they going to have Fletcher turn on his partner? Probably so. Most likely they're probably going to lose to the Young Bucks. Then that's the turn. We'll see. And then Ricochet probably save them. Then they had a face off. Then that's what sets up the Ricochet Ospreay match. So
I don't think that happens. I
don't know. I just don't know anymore. Like, I'm just I'm really just kind of watching, and only thing that I was able to stick with was the Hangman Swerve thing, right? I was able to stick with that throughout that whole thing. Now the Moxley thing, it's cool. I love the promo, like the videos that they doing, the way they walking in and out the arena and all. I love that, but overall, I'm just like, what's the point? What are you doing this for? Yeah. So I just don't know. I'm just watching at this point. Why would 2K25 give you a Nigel McGuinness DLC pack? Why? Real Elite. Why? Why you don't even bring that up? He's not in the company. Why would they?
Have they have your characters gotten kind of since we're talking about 2K, did your characters at one point get like all of the ones you downloaded? Was their hair kind of jacked up?
Yeah, Kane is bald as we speak.
Yeah.
I downloaded an old school Kane and he's bald headed. Swerve was bald, Andrade was bald, Danielson
everybody
was bald.
Oh man, I stopped playing for a little while after that. You have to put it back. You put the hair back?
I had to put the hair back on there.
We'll talk about it after.
Yeah, I had to put the hair back on their head. So
oh my gosh.
Kane, I can't put his hair back because his face is like jacked up where his teeth will go to his neck. So I had to delete Kane, that old school Kane out of there. So what's the status? Please re-upload Kane for us, please. 98. I might have
to go on a freaking spree of deleting and re-downloading things, and I'm gonna hate that.
Yeah, see, I haven't played 2K in like 3 months until this recent pack came out. So I started playing this week because of Jade, Nia Jax, and all. Jade is so fire on that game, bro.
They put so many AEW wrestlers moves in this game now. It's crazy. They have the hidden blade in this game. I was going through it today, and I was going through the DLC moves because I was like, I haven't been here for a minute. Yeah. And I saw that, and I was like, they did what? They have like a proper Destino now because of Dragon Lee's in the game. I'm just like, this is crazy.
I mean, the whole Kenny Omega entrance and all that, like all that.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started back playing this week just because of that latest pack, and I've been having a blast with Jade and Carlito. I've been playing with Carlito, but Jade on there, bro. I don't know if you played with her yet.
Not yet.
Her
not yet.
move set, it's like
Ridiculous.
What the bro? Springboards and everything. Like Jade is OD'd on that damn game, bro, and she looks amazing on that game as well.
I've seen the entrance. The entrance,
Yeah,
she
like-
looks great, and yeah.
Nah. She's OD'd on that game. I already did her and Bianca, and they actually put them in a tag team already, so you don't have to do it yourself.
Oh, perfect. There you
So
go.
they put them in a tag. Yeah, they did a lot with this update. Eddie come in randomly talking about Kevin Nash, legend of wrestling, Logan Paul sucks. But okay. But anything else on AEW?
No, I think we're good with AEW. Let's move on to
Yeah.
SmackDown.
I ain't got nothing with AEW with outside of the hot shot booking. But let's get to SmackDown.
What do you think of this new logo? I don't think we were on
We
when
wasn't.
they changed. Huh?
I said we wasn't on.
Yeah.
Uh,
I heard people complaining about how the D's cut off, and it looks kind of weird. I was
but
just like, I don't.
It's connected to the S.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can
There's just people complaining on the internet for something. I don't know.
because it's really more of the S is cut off than the D if you look at the logo. Like the D is clear. You can see the D. The S is just that little circle, but it's cool. I ain't got no issues with it.
And yeah, like Real Elite. That's a good question because that was my follow up. What do you think of the new the theme with Megan Thee Stallion?
I love it because people bitching and complaining about it. So y'all eat a dick. I love it. Now y'all sit there talking about hip hop this way can't be rock music and all that. Man, shut the hell up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I didn't even care for the thing. So I was like, what? Megan Thee Stallion? It doesn't fit SmackDown. But since everybody is bitching about it and showing you racism about it online, y'all can eat a dick. I now love it. That's how I feel.
Now let's make when Raw moves to Netflix, let's make the theme Metro song.
Yeah.
Get Metro to produce the theme. Oh man,
I
Go
mean,
crazy.
just might as well put Kendrick Lamar, They Not Like Us on Monday Night Raw. Just let them do it. Just do it. I love it. Just do it. And then put
I would lose my mind.
put
Oh,
Family
that's
Matters by Drake for the NXT show. Just just keep it going.
Keep that going.
Yeah, just keep it going all the way around. So I didn't even care for it. When I heard it, I was like, this is different. Like, I thought I was hearing something on accident. And I was like, no, this is legit, the intro. Okay. It didn't bother me either way. I just didn't think it fit SmackDown. But
I would say that, and this isn't even a slight, but it's just like the music selection that Triple H has been giving us with like the pay-per-views and all that stuff has been very refreshing.
yeah.
It's been interesting because I'm used to hearing AC/DC
Yeah.
and all that all the time for all these pay-per-views. They're all the same. And
he
this
doing
time
is-
we're actually getting variety now. Like it's not just the same like rock band every pay-per-view. It's like sometimes we're getting like new rock, sometimes we're getting some hip hop. Like
Yeah.
think
Just
of one
going
old man
with-
that would not put any hip hop on any of these shows. So
He's just going with what's trending. That's smart.
yeah.
So for everybody that's mad, just understand that hip hop generates more income than any other music genre. Period. Like,
Yeah,
and
now
I
I'm
hate
like-
these new rappers, but it's the facts. Like, hip hop is
100%.
more influence than anything. My bad, dog. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I was gonna say, and I'm pretty like certain now that because I kept hearing "Fiend" by Travis Scott
Yeah.
when they're doing the WrestleMania promos for Vegas, and I just thought it was like just for the promo video. But as we're getting closer, I'm thinking that that's actually gonna be the theme for a Vegas WrestleMania, and that's awesome. If they can get Travis Scott to go to Vegas to perform that, that'd be insane.
I think YouTube is a little behind, Greg. Or you see if you can fast forward. You can fast forward and rewind on YouTube and all that. So you can't do that on Twitch. So see if that's what's going on. You rewind on accident or pause or something. I don't know. But SmackDown, I love everybody think that hip hop is not a part of wrestling culture. What? Y'all don't remember Jagged Edge?
Low Brown.
Y'all remember?
Oh yeah, you talking about
Jeff
the band?
Hardy dancing during the wedding to Jagged Edge?
Freaking what is it called? 3-6 Mafia playing out Mark Henry on a SmackDown.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like D'Lo Brown's music, Stephanie McMahon. This Lil Kim rapping her music, by the way.
That
Like-
was the day that I found that out. I was like shocked.
Yeah.
my
Trish. That's a hip hop. I can't. Was it Lil Kim on hers? I'm gonna have to go back and listen to hers. Victoria, hip hop, rapping. Like this is nothing new. The people they bring in. What are you talking about? Like
Rikishi, Bad Man, that song.
yeah,
Ooh,
like
that theme goes hard.
look, listen to my hell nah. Like look, it's just Bianca Belair. I'm on my own against the wall. Like that's hip hop. That's rap. Like Montez Ford, Street Profits, Usos rapping their own stuff. That's rap. The yeet that y'all doing, that's rap. That's hip hop. That didn't come from rock music or country. Yeet came from from hip hop. Like so don't and all y'all be in the stands yeeting all over yourselves like Pat McAfee. So don't say nothing when hip hop is doing the intro of the song. I'm just
Eating
saying.
all over yourself is crazy.
Yeah, that's what they doing. That's what Pat did. That's what he doing. So
Pat yeeted himself into the college football
I'm telling
league.
you, Pat just yeeted on up out of there, didn't he?
Yeeted out. He's like, yeet.
Now
He's
Michael
gone.
Cole out there eating crazy by himself. Michael Cole is crazy, man. But SmackDown, man. What you think about this 3-man battle for the U.S. Championship, basically between Carmelo, Andrade, and LA Knight?
Thought the match with LA Knight and Andrade was really good. I love the interaction with Carmelo and Andrade afterwards. They're having good matches. I've never been a fan. I don't care how good the matches are. I've never been a fan of best of 7 series, especially when it's a weekly show. It just I can't do it. If I'm seeing the same 2 people go at it over and over and over again, I felt the same way when I think the last time this happened, it was Cesaro and Sheamus.
Yeah.
They ended up being a dope tag team, but we have to watch 7 matches between the 2 of them to get to that. And I was like, oh my God. But yeah, that interaction with Andrade and Carmelo was hilarious. Because what was the line that he said? He said,
put the fries in
like
the
put
bag
the
or
fries in the
something
bag
like
you
that.
washed. Yeah.
So,
Laughing.
yeah, they
Oh my God.
I don't mind the best of 7. My thing is once Andrade went up 3-2 and then he had his US title match, you would think that would be the end of it, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Because they're fighting for the US title to see who can get to the US title, and it's like, okay, Andrade already had his match. He
You
lost.
gave him the title shot. That was what they were
Yeah.
fighting for.
So like
you-
there's
the
no
com-
point now to go back to it next week, which they're doing. Greg,
so
you about to
man.
get banned talking about you hope they use a P. Diddy song. Yeah, you about to get banned, just like Diddy is. You about to be out of here.
saying that in the chat, you still won't want to go to his party. So shoot.
Yeah, hey, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of yeeting going on in his parties. So, but no, I don't mind the best of 7 because it takes me back to the old best of 7 between Booker T and Chris Benoit back in the day in WCW, which just cooked. Even though I hate talking about Chris Benoit now, but that cooked. They cooked, and that put Booker T on another level as a singles wrestler when that happened. So I don't mind it because it gives me nostalgia feel of that. But once they gave him Andrade the title match and he lost,
over.
there's no point
It's over.
to go back to the best of 7. So
No.
LA, the crowd low key turned on LA Knight. Did you hear that? They was low key cheering for Andrade.
That to me is success. Because Andrade, when he came back, he got the one pop, and then that was it. Like everybody started to not care about him, and they put him on speed real quick too. But now they're starting to these matches, I guess, have done a good job in building both of these guys, because now every time they come out like they're cheering for him. To LA Knight's detriment, but yeah. And I guess Andrade is technically a face too, so I mean, you put 2 faces in the ring, people are gonna at one point start choosing. So, but yeah, really good match. I'll talk about that last. the Street Profits and Kevin Owens against the Bloodline, I thought that was really dope. First of all, Jacob Fatu, the entire episode of SmackDown was fantastic. From beating up the security guards to killing Ciampa to then going out and just raising more. Oh my Lord, have mercy. They are building this man up so well. It is amazing. But yeah, that match was solid, and I'm kind of. Do you remember how it ended? I'm kind of blowing a blank on that.
How did that match end? Oh, the Bloodline came out, and they was already out, right? Because it was a match. What happened? I just remember Cody Rhodes making a save for Kevin Owens. They was outnumbered, and then Kevin Owens had a steel chair in his hand, and he acted like he wanted to hit Cody because he's mad at Cody for that movie that he filmed with Roman Reigns at Georgia Tech, which is like,
that's what happened. Cody came and cleared out the ring, and and then he thought about hitting him, which I think that was also very interesting too. I really like that a lot too, because that added some layers to it. It's just like, this man, even before Roman got big with the Bloodline, this man Kevin has been having problems with Roman for a long time. That's a rivalry that just kind of goes under the radar for a lot of people, but there has been issues with him and Roman forever. So
he's never beaten the Bloodline.
No, never. He's always lost. And so for what's his name, Cody, to go out and just shake his hand like that, and then come back and try and act like Kevin is his friend, ignoring all of his issues.
Yep.
I thought that was really solid. So, and it makes me want to see a part 2 of these two, with Owens being a proper heel this time. So,
yeah. I think they're gonna eventually have to turn Cody heel.
Oh man, people aren't ready for that.
Because people
they
were chanting for Kevin Owens to hit him.
Man, people that missed Cody's entire run in Ring of Honor or New Japan, this man was a magnificent heel.
Yeah.
He was a great heel. He's a great face too, but he is just as good as a heel. And
the Bullet Club is fine.
Yeah, the
Bullet Club is fine, and they weren't fine at all. Like
that angle, bro. Cody carried a lot of that angle. The match itself he had with Cody was not great, but everything else was fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I would love to see that happen. But yeah, let's talk about it.
With Roman coming back and just getting that pop he's getting.
That was weird. Did you notice?
Because
I was just playing the end of that match with the Bloodline and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
And at the end of the show, it says, like, you know how, like, when you're finishing a sitcom, it says like executive producers so and so.
Yeah.
It says executive producers Paul Levesque and Lee Fitting at the end of a SmackDown. I'm gonna put it on the screen so you guys can see it too. It's very weird.
I have nothing on that. I have nothing on that. But with Roman Reigns coming back, being a face, a huge face, probably the biggest face in the company right now. Kevin Owens, rightfully so, seeing him shaking hands with Roman and teaming with Roman after all those years of fighting Roman in the Bloodline. Don't forget about the Royal Rumble where Roman wanted Sammy to basically kill this man and when they had him tied up in the ropes. Kevin Owens ain't forgot none of that. The last man standing matches, the cage matches, and all that. It's just been crazy over the years. And then to see Cody Rhodes with Roman, Kevin Owens is the face if he turns, in my opinion. Just like Adam Page was the face. Just like
apparently he's gonna be at Grand Slam. I'm just reading this right now.
Who?
He's gonna be in a Grand Slam match. I think that brings the total up to 8 matches.
Who? Brian?
Yeah, Hangman. Nope. Okay, there's still 7 matches there. He's gonna be in a lumberjack strap match against Jeff Jarrett.
A lumberjack strap. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what? That's insane.
A lumberjack strap. Why? Okay. All right. The GOAT. What's good? Appreciate you joining. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah, Kevin Owens. But if you listen to the crowd, when Cody told Roman, yeah, it used to be your ring and company, but not anymore. The crowd was like, oh, wait a minute, now we still F with Roman. You heard a lot of boos for that. And then this week, Kevin Owens about to hit Cody. You hear the crowd, do it, and they booed when he didn't do it. So I think if you ever gonna turn Cody heel, you got a good chance to do it pretty soon, depending on how these stories go. So that's just my thoughts on that. The Bayley and Naomi both. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, so I keep going on these like other tangents, but since we were talking about Roman, did you hear about Zilla Fatu getting banned from GCW?
You know why?
What's the reason?
Where it is today is he signed with AEW. That's why he didn't show up.
With AEW?
Yeah. That's what I saw on my timeline today.
Okay. Well, that actually would make sense because he's going to be coming to Maine next month, I think. So he's going to be coming to Limitless. And if he's with AEW, they'll still let him work the independent dates if he's not going to be on the show.
Yeah.
So, wow.
But that's
crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like,
wow,
wait,
okay.
Zilla went to AEW?
To AEW?
Like, when your family is doing it? I don't know if that's true, but that's what I saw from a source, one of those dirt sheet sources that normally has it right.
Oh, wow.
So it's not one of those ones that just make up stuff. They normally have it right. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what his thought process was behind that.
Maybe he's using AEW to fast track to WWE.
That's building blocks to build his way on national TV so that
like that maybe he doesn't have the patience to do another year or two in the indies. He wants to get on TV now. do his year or 2 year, whatever it is, contract, and then bye, I'm with my family. Like, I think that's what he's trying to do.
I mean, it helped Jacob Fatu. I mean, he basically signed in what is it called with the MLW, and even though they were very small with their television and their tapings and stuff, he kind of was starting to get the building blocks in for as long as he was there, and now he's on TV. The first couple weeks were a little rough, but he's a natural now.
Let's say he wanted to beat Cody's ass after what happened Friday. Hey man, I'm telling you, bro. If they want to turn Cody heel, they got a good chance to do it pretty soon. Let's see. What was the deal with the hand before we get to the women? What was the deal with that fist bump handshake? Did you see that with Andrade in LA?
That was real weird. Well,
he basically had to force him to shake his hand. Like,
yeah.
We gonna have to look into that. I didn't understand that at all. But Apollo Crews is beating Giovanni Vinci, and Giovanni finally attacked him. So that's just, if anybody cares about Apollo Crews or Giovanni Vinci. Bayley and Naomi both end up pinning Nia Jax. I thought it was going to set up a triple threat match.
That was a very sloppy finish.
Yeah, so I thought they was going to set up a triple threat match, but now it leads to Bayley and Naomi fighting each other for the number one contendership to Nia Jax. Who wins that match?
I think Naomi wins that. I think
just to lose
Bayley. I think Bayley's going to get like hit by like the what is it called, the Money in the Bank briefcase by Tiffany, and I don't think Naomi's gonna know about it, and Naomi's still gonna go and pin Bayley. So I think that's what's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen, and then some distraction is gonna have Bayley get the win or Naomi get the win.
Yeah, I think Naomi is gonna win too, just because Bayley just had her title match with Nia Jax, and I don't think they want Bayley to lose back to back. Even though Bayley is the most unselfish woman in the locker room, I don't even think they would allow her to lose again as far as a title match. That's just me. I think they got Naomi just so Naomi could, be another victory for Nia as Nia move on as a champion. I think that's what that is, which I hate that because Naomi, we all know how Trinity is, like how good she is and how she dominated TNA and only lost one match. That was to Jordan Grace before she came back, and she's back to being the same old Naomi. So, anything else on SmackDown?
Oh yeah, we got one thing we got to talk about. There's one more thing we got to talk about.
What we missed?
We got to talk about this showdown between Cody and Roman.
Oh, the movie. Yeah.
I did not like this. I did not like this at all.
Well,
I thought it was terrible, and it's because it was so overproduced. I did not like it at all. I just thought that if you're gonna have a meeting between these two, the first time after Mania, either have it just be a promo in the ring, or if you're gonna do something, have it be in some type of interview space with a mediator in the middle or something like that, like a one-on-one like that. Don't do what you did here. When Roman said, what did he say? You're in my way. And then he like moved him a little bit and he's just like, you're in my way in life. I was like, oh my God, bro. I was like, who's saying this to anybody? I was like, that is so corny.
With the
like,
dramatic music playing.
Oh my God, bro. I hated that. Oh man. Yeah, I think that's one thing that AEW does so well is those very intimate moments where like you have two people that hate each other. They are very good at like making you feel how tense it is in the room, right? And I didn't feel that here when I was watching this movie, cinema.
It was
whatever
random.
you want to call it. It was, I didn't like it.
Like if this was part of the build up to WrestleMania and they did that at Philly Stadium, I can kind of see it because that's been a 2-3 month build up before they got face to face. But this was just like, oh, I don't want you to be my tag team partner, but since we both hate the bloodline, you're going to be my tag team partner. Hey, let's go rent out Georgia Tech Stadium.
For a meeting.
For a meeting. Like, what? Let's have them turn on all the lights. And
yeah.
Like it was dope. It was dope with the scenes.
Visually looked cool.
Yeah.
Visually everything looked cool. Yeah.
But I was sitting there thinking like, why did they do all this just to meet?
Yeah.
Like, why did they Cody Rhodes driving all fast down?
Roman coming in a cavalcade, dude. It's like 7 cars following him, bro. I'm like, what the hell?
Just to meet. Like nobody fought or nothing. Like it was just to meet.
Oh man.
It was like, oh, you got nothing to lose. Like you got everything to lose, or vice versa. That's y'all could have just said this in FaceTime.
And if they had said all of those things, like just standing across from each other or sitting across from each other, I think it would have been built so much better. Yeah. Like, and this match is still going to be very good with them and at Bad Blood, but like I just wish that this scene was just not a part of SmackDown.
Like, you know what, Dark? I can't stand you right now. Let's meet at AT&T Stadium and talk about it. What? Oh, but that's all I got on SmackDown, man. Let's get to a special segment of tonight's show. Real Elite said he really enjoyed it. So, hey, if you enjoyed it, that's cool, man. More power to you. More power to you. I guess, like I said, it was cool. It just, it was just overproduced for a meeting, right? Liz, tell me, anybody else want to pat down, or was that early? Did I'm just now seeing that comment? Yeah, I'm just now seeing it. It's just now popping up on my screen. All right, so this part of the show before we end is a part where we talk about who improved and who declined since switching companies from WWE to AEW to TNA, vice versa. I know I'm gonna miss some people, probably, but let's get to it. Let's start with the AEW stars now. Jon Moxley, did he improve or go back?
Oh, improved. Oh my gosh, he improved when he was in New Japan. He improved. Think about the last thing that we saw him doing in WWE before he left. He was wearing a gas mask, trying to increase his immune system. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was one of the last things he was doing. So yeah, he's improved dramatically since then. His new character is great. I feel like that's the vision that he had when he was getting just bulked up in general when he was in WWE. But Vince wouldn't let him go with what he wanted. So we got what Vince wanted, and what Vince wanted was absolute ass.
Bullshit, yeah.
So terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I agree. I think Moxley's improved dramatically, and he's always been in a high position in AEW too. So been protected. His losses have been protected. Very, very high on him.
Yeah, I'm with you on Jon Moxley. Chris Jericho improved the downgrade. That's kind of a tough one.
I would say he's just somewhere in the middle. If we're talking currently, I'd say downgrade. I'd say downgrade only because me personally, I don't really care about watching his matches or anything like that anymore. I think like his high was when he was in New Japan, and then like probably like the first 2 years or 3 years of his run in AEW. But now he's just showing up, and I don't know. Well, I like that he's trying to elevate other stars. I'll give him that. But other than that, his match quality is not great, and I just kind of groan when I see him on my TV now. So,
if we go off of this year alone, he's definitely a downgrade. But his first 4 years, he was a champ. Y2J and the characters he did when he was going up against Shawn Michaels and all, I'm gonna say downgrade. I'm gonna say downgrade because Y2J was over as hell. He was a very great character. Then when he switched to the Save Us Jericho character and all that, he was a great heel. So, and then his stuff with Kevin Owens is legendary.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, Jericho and all. Yeah, I'm gonna say downgrade for Chris Jericho. It's probably easy. Adam Cole.
Downgrade. I hate saying that too. I mean, that injury just really hasn't done nothing. He had like a few title shots and then out.
Yeah.
So right at the worst possible time too. So downgrade, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm gonna say downgrade for Adam Cole. Bryan Danielson.
High. Upgrade. Yeah. His matches have been in. Yeah. They've all been like, and his WWE run wasn't bad by any means, but
inconsistent.
Getting out of that, we're seeing very inconsistent. But seeing him coming out of that, I'm getting to see, as a fan, matches that I didn't ever think I was gonna see Bryan Danielson have. Like Zack Sabre Jr., for example, that was a match that I've been wanting to see forever. And then after he came to last year, this year, I got to see it twice. So, yeah, no, it's a massive upgrade. This guy has been at the top of like the wrestling list, like for AEW. Like, I don't know, they've been just as protective of him as they've been of Moxley. So
yeah, Christian.
Upgrade
for Bryan and Christian as well. I agree. FTR.
I would say right now, I would give them a solid middle right now. I think they were very good. Like, there was a huge upgrade quality on there when they started, but right now they're just kind of floating in the tag division. They're just kind of used as the team that, like, oh, if we need to transfer these titles, we'll give them to you and then give them to somebody else. Or if we need you to have, like, if we need these tag team champions to have a solid opponent, we're going to send them your way. Like, that's kind of where I see FTR right now. They're a great team and they're having good matches, but it's just still, they're just right now. They're just in the middle. So
I'm still, even with that said, I would still slightly give them an upgrade. It's kind of tough because people forget their NXT days, and they Grand Slam tag champions in WWE as well. But overall, consistent level, I'm gonna go with upgrade for FTR.
Okay.
In AEW. Dustin Rhodes.
Downgrade. I mean, he's a Ring of Honor champion now, so yeah.
He was Goldust losing too before he left. Vince wasn't having him winning nothing. He was on main event when he was that last year there. So, but Ring of Honor, it's tough. At least he got a title now. I'm gonna say upgrade.
Okay,
just barely. That's a tough one. Because if you go through his whole career in WWE, which is, I don't think it's fair, because it's just so much there, I would say downgrade easily. But just going based off of his last year in WWE to what he's been doing in AEW, I'd say upgrade. Okay. This guy left. I guess you could put his TNA run too, but Matt Hardy.
Downgrade.
Yeah.
But I don't watch TNA that much anymore too, so I can't really see what he's doing there. But if his matches are the same quality that they were when they were in AEW before he left, then yeah, I'd say downgrade.
Well, the Hardy brothers are getting that old school TNA love, like when they was Brother Nero and all them. They're doing that type of stuff again, and the crowd seems to be eating it up in TNA. So
they'll be wrestling forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I say upgrade. I mean downgrade for Matt as far as him switching to AEW. Jake Hager, formerly Jack Swagger.
Downgrade. I don't know what is he on the roster page right now?
He's gone. He left.
I was gonna say.
So yeah, downgrade for him as well. Miro.
Downgrade. And I don't know if that's from what reports are saying. It might be because of just himself that's sabotaging his own career. But like, I haven't even seen him on TV since last. I think it was. I don't even know when this last match.
Released this week.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, downgrade for Miro. It started off great when they used that TNT champion.
Oh,
he
Redeemer?
was,
oh my God.
Yeah, he was killing it.
Yeah.
Pac.
Upgrade. I would say upgrade now. Like he's in a really a major stable right now.
Uh-huh.
He's got the trios belt again. And he just had a really, really good match with Ospreay at All Out. That match was fantastic. So I would say that he's up right now. So
I give upgrade on him as well. Swerve. It's pretty easy.
Oh, upgrade.
Yeah.
Upgrade. What?
Yeah.
I saw AJ Francis posted. He's just like he's like, my year has been so good. He's like, name another person that's has a better year than me. I'll wait. And I'm just like, immediately I saw him say Swerve. I was like, come on, bro.
Yeah, the guy that was running Hit Row, by the way.
Yeah.
Tony Storm.
Upgrade.
Yep.
She's gotten a lot of consistent booking in AEW. Had a really good run, a third run with the title, and then had now she's being used on Stardom a lot too. So like, yeah, upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade on that as well. Claudio Cesaro.
I would say upgrade on him too.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, you struggle with this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
downgrade. Okay, why are you saying downgrade?
Because even though he was mid card for majority of WWE, his mid card stuff was pretty good. Him and Sheamus had a great run. Him as the U.S. champion was very good. That last little push before he left, even though he lost to Roman, but that little push to get him to Roman was very good. Him beating up Matt Riddle and everybody else, like it wasn't consistent enough. I still cared more about what he did in WWE versus what he's doing now, even though we're seeing him more. So just because I cared more, I'm gonna say downgrade for him.
Okay.
Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
Downgrade. I guess.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah,
about
this would go out that one. Malachi Black.
Downgrade. Oh yeah, downgrade. Oh man, I don't know what it is. Ever since NXT, bro, you've not been booked properly anywhere, and I just kind of that frustrates me.
I think if he goes back to WWE, that'll change though, because Triple H loved him.
Yeah, well, I would love to see that. I just want to see him get a good run,
Yeah.
especially with how they're building the Intercontinental title now. Like if you put him against Braun. Oh my God, that'd be so. They would cook. Oh my God.
Hell, shoot, have him go up against the Judgment Day too, and Damian Priest and all them. Him and Damian Priest will cook. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
yeah,
they will cook. Downgrade for him, Buddy Matthews.
Downgrade. I would say anybody that's in the what's it called?
House of Black.
House of Black is a downgrade. Yeah,
All
except
right.
Julia Hart. She's the exception. She was the TBS champion before her injury, and that's the only reason why we haven't been seeing her on TV. So I'll give her some flack for that. So.
Okay, Athena, Ember Moon.
Oh man, she is the highlight of ROH. She's definitely upgraded. She just broke Samoa Joe's record for longest title reign in Ring of Honor. So big upgrade for her.
Yep. Yeah. I wish she would be on a main show,
roster?
but
Yeah.
but whatever.
Holy
I'll
crap.
take it. Upgrade too, just because now she's showing just work wise how great she is.
Once she loses that title, that has to be the first thing that they do is put her on TV regularly.
Yeah.
Because it's insane that they have her on the roster and she's not being used on Dynamite, Collision, nothing. Rampage, nothing.
Yeah. I don't understand it, but whatever. Whatever. I just had them. Where they go? I miss somebody. Saraya and Mercedes Moné.
Saraya downgrade, Mercedes upgrade. Because I'm thinking about Mercedes. Are we saying Mercedes run post WWE?
No, since she switched to AEW.
So since she got to AEW,
yeah,
I would still give her an upgrade. I mean, she's a TBS champion. She's a double champion now. So, and the matches she had with Willow was fantastic. That was really good. The match she had with Britt Baker, but yeah. But all her other matches on Stephanie Vacker, oh my god, I got to see that live. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm gonna give her an upgrade. She's been doing really good with her run so far.
I mean,
having a lot of really solid matches for the women too.
Match wise, upgrade. Storyline wise, and me caring about her, downgrade.
That I would agree with, yes.
Money wise, upgrade for sure. But I just because they're hot shotting everything she's doing. Had a solid storyline since she's been there. It's just, hey, I'm the champ, beat you. Bye, I'm the champ, beat you. And then the fact that her bodyguard, Camille, they keep harping on the fact that she doesn't need Camille. So why the F is Camille there? Like, why you keep telling us on commentary, she don't need Camille, she doesn't even use Camille. Why is Camille there? What was the point of bringing Camille in then?
Oh, I have no idea.
Like, okay, so I know I probably missed somebody, but that's all I got for AEW that I can think of right now that went from WWE to AEW. Now let's go from AEW to WWE. Cody Rhodes.
Upgrade.
Big time.
Upgrade.
Big time. Dragon Lee.
Downgrade. What? Yeah. I don't know, man. He shouldn't have. I don't think he should have signed with. He shouldn't have signed with WWE. It seems like if you are Spanish in any way, they are gonna just put you in a faction and just have you fight with other Spanish people. That's pretty much. It doesn't even matter if Vince is in charge or not, because that's still happening now. So Carlito was the only person to get out of that. He's just like, nah.
That's why I say
put me with the Judgment Day.
That's why I say Carlito is smart. Let me tell Lizard to refresh because he is behind. But hold on. So yeah, Dragon Lee, it started off great, but yeah, overall downgrade. Blair Davenport.
Downgrade. Ugh, that one's broken my heart. Oh,
I don't remember what she was doing at AEW though.
She wasn't. She was there for like a cup of coffee. The pandemic happened. She couldn't get her visa taken care of, because of the pandemic. So she stayed in Stardom, and then got her visa situation figured out, and then ended up signing with NXT. So, and even in NXT, she was not really
used,
that well. So, like, yeah, it's just been unfortunate, very unfortunate. In NXT UK, she was solid.
Yeah,
NXT UK, she was very solid, but that was it. And I hate that.
I'm gonna just say upgrade based on the fact that she is on TV. Like, she did get into it with Naomi not that long ago. I don't know if they're gonna capitalize off of that. That just kind of disappeared, by the way. Triple H. She attacked Naomi, then that was the end of it. Like, anyway, I'm gonna say upgrade just because she's on the main roster on SmackDown.
All right.
Nathan Frazier.
Upgrade. I would say upgrade because I love this tag team that he's in with Axiom right now. Both of them. I'm giving both of them upgrades. Like this, they are a breath of fresh air in the tag division on NXT. The only thing I hate is that they keep having matches with Chase U. That's the only thing I hate. It's like 3 pay-per-views in a row. That match has been on the card in some variation every single time, and I'm just like, bro, I don't need to see. Yeah. I don't need to see these two fight. I was like, I want to see them go against other tag teams, but I'm not too really familiar on the tag team division in NXT. Yeah. I feel like there's not too many people there tagging, so I could be wrong.
I say upgrade as well. This one is interesting. Jade Cargill.
I immediately wanted to say upgrade. But
You had to
she
think
was
about
doing
it.
fine. She left on a hell of a high note in NXT or in AEW. So
It's
I would say that I would give her an upgrade just because she's still going up. Like, you know, like her trajectory hasn't stopped. Like she's in a better spot now, but well, I wouldn't say a better spot, but she's in a good spot now. So
well, she's 60-0 in AEW. Her first match was with Shaquille O'Neal and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
My only thing about her run at AEW is they never pushed her with the top women at AEW. That's something we complained about. The TBS champion basically was just on Rampage. And they never really, outside of Athena, which you see how they don't put Athena on TV now. She really never had a major rivalry. I mean, Chris Statlander at the end, but she was 60-0. She was the big star. She was like the superstar amongst wrestlers in AEW. Like her whole presentation to the point where WWE kept her same presentation, music and everything. That's tough. But he put you on a bigger scale, man. They teamed you up with Bianca, who was pretty much like the Cena of the women's division.
Turn you into a monster in their video games.
Yeah, yeah. And gave you a proper scan. That's tough, man. I'm gonna say slight upgrade.
Okay.
Just because of the platform. And the fan base appreciate her more in WWE than what they did at AEW because they talked crazy to that woman. Slight upgrade. But that's an interesting one though. That was a tough one. Lexis Keane, aka FKA Brian Pillman Jr.
Downgrade.
What?
Downgrade. What is he doing now?
More than what he was doing in AEW.
Oh man, I don't know. I judge him off of how he's doing based off of how regular he's on Twitch. I've been seeing him on Twitch a lot. So I mean, he's still not doing great. It don't matter where you put this man. This is just gonna be. He needs to just stop wrestling and go to Twitch full time. Downgrade.
That's an upgrade. He got a whole different character. He just got jumped on NXT just past week by what's his name?
Jumped. Yeah.
At the barbershop by what's his name? Aura? Or who was it? Aura that jumped him? Somebody jumped him.
Hell yeah, he got jumped. Of course, he's the easiest person to jump in the roster. Of course, they jumped him.
But I think Lexis King, especially after that MJF promo in Cincinnati, where he was just shitting on your sister, your mom, and the crowd still didn't care for you, bro, and it's your hometown.